Welcome in, narrative shifters. Welcome in, people who are not happy to see Tyson Bagent do somewhat well. This is Sports Talk Chicago with Jon Zaghloul. Appreciate everybody tuning in. John Meadows is directing and producing. We're live right here after the Bears loss to Minnesota 19-13 at home, with so many things that occurred and so many things that we have to talk about. Remember, you can follow us all over at Sports Talk Chicago. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel here on Sports Talk Chicago. And big thank you to all of our great affiliates up there towards the top of your screen. Cities 92.9 FM in Bloomington, AM 1230, WJOB, Gen TV, and ACTV. And to all of you for hanging out here with us and recapping what was a weird game, to say the least, and a game that I did not expect to occur in the way in which it occurred. So Justin Fields did not play well. Now, he got hurt. He didn't get benched. Don't worry, I'm not going to say that. He got hurt. Fields went 6 of 10 for 58 yards, no touchdowns and 1 pick. Tyson Bagent came in, went 8 of 11, 72 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, a rushing touchdown, and a fumble that was picked up and returned for a touchdown. So, realistically speaking, if you compare both guys' performances, they were essentially equal, right? They were essentially equal. Now, there's a difference and there's a caveat, though, that I want to point out. And no one's going to like it, but it's the truth here. One quarterback is 3 years in, who's being evaluated on a game-by-game basis in order to determine whether or not the Bears should pay him $200 million and give him a contract extension. And the other is an undrafted quarterback. Okay? There's a difference between an undrafted QB who had no expectations whatsoever and Justin Fields. There is. Is Justin Fields more talented? 100%. More athletically gifted? 100%. He was drafted in the top 15 for a reason. That said, both guys were not perfect, and both guys fell short. And the Bears fell short as a team. Okay? They both fell short, and this team fell short against Minnesota. This was a winnable game, and the Bears were in it throughout. I mean, it was 6-3. The worst it got was 19-6, and it ended 19-13. Minnesota played like crap. And credit where credit's due to the Bears' defense. They did great. The Bears' defense did great. Actually, to their credit, this was the best Bears defensive performance, in my opinion, of the entire season. No doubt about it. They played well. They were on point. I mean, Kirk Cousins didn't really tear him up, per se. He finished with less than 200 passing yards. This was Cousins' worst game of the season, arguably. The Bears' defense came to play. The quarterback situation is one thing, but I will say this too, and this is something that we need to address now. Why could nobody snap the football? Why is it a mystery as to how to snap the football? Now, I'm not a center. I didn't play football. I played baseball, right? But if you're a professional, and if you're being counted on for the Bears to do something as simple as snap the football to your quarterback, whether it's Justin Fields, Tyson Bagent, Nathan Peterman, I don't care who it is, snap the damn ball. Cody Whitehair got benched at the end of this game. And they put in Lucas Patrick. How is it that a team led by Brian Poles, who claimed day one, we're going to build in the trenches, we're going to build the offensive line, how is it that they don't have a center? How is it that they can't even snap the football correctly? Fields is Odell Beckham back there making one-handed catches for every snap that comes through. And that's going to deviate from your ability to throw the football. It's going to deviate from your ability to have time to throw the ball. That's a fact. And nobody cares, or not many people are saying anything about it. I would actually argue the number one reason why the Bears lost this game today, the number one reason, not even the quarterback play, I'm not even blaming Justin Fields here, the offensive line sucked. Both quarterbacks got beaten up. Both quarterbacks had limited opportunities. And both quarterbacks were catching one-handed passes from these centers snapping the football. This is a fundamental thing. And there's a difference between good teams and great teams. There's a difference between the 49ers and the Bears, right? There's a difference. There's even a difference between the Vikings and the Bears. You know what it is? They do the fundamentals correctly. They do the fundamentals correctly. There's no, oh my goodness, we don't have anybody to snap. Oh my goodness, we have 5 wide receivers. They all drop the ball all the time. Oh, we have a running back who fumbles all the time. No, they do the little things right. And for some reason, the Bears do not have a center. They don't have anybody who is capable of snapping the ball from point A to point B. You know what? I would argue that's a bigger issue than the quarterback. It is, because you know what? You could have Tom Brady back there. If he can't catch the snap, or if he's going like this to catch the snap, Well, you lose a second, even 2 seconds in the pocket. Then all of a sudden, the offensive line itself doesn't even block. Then you're on the ground. Or you throw a pick because you're hit. More than anything, the offensive line let the Bears down today. I'm not saying Fields did great or was perfect. He wasn't at all. He did not play well, but I'll tell you what, if every snap to him was good, not even perfect, but good, maybe it would have been more time. Maybe there wouldn't have been the interception that he threw. Maybe he would have been able to step up in the pocket more and not get sacked as much. Okay? And the same for Bagent with that fumble. Bagent's an undrafted rookie walking out there, and this is what he has to deal with. He probably didn't even deal with this at Shepherd. Oh, yeah, Shepherd, small school. I guarantee you at least they snap the ball right. This is a problem. This is an issue. And I want to know today is this. How is it that the Bears entered the offseason with so much cap space and so much opportunity, and this is what they give us? All this cap space, all this money. Ryan Poles, I'm going to go through and invest in the trenches. And you give us this. You give us 2 centers who don't know how to snap the football. 2 centers where the ball is going over people's heads. People are making one-handed grabs. I mean, Justin Fields made more impressive plays catching the snaps than he did throwing the football today. It was more impressive to watch him catch the snap with one hand than throw the ball and find a receiver. Isn't that unbelievable? And this is an NFL football team. This isn't high school, Pee Wee, Pop Warner, even college, like a D3 or an NAIA school. This is NFL professional football. And what the hell are we watching out there? The whole Bagent Fields thing we'll get into, I promise, but this is a glaring problem. This is a glaring issue. I don't care who the quarterback is. We could go back and forth and make arguments and get people pissed off. At the end of the day, if this is your offensive line, if this is your center specifically, you're in big trouble. I don't see Brock Purdy dealing with that crap. I don't even see Baker Mayfield. I mean, we could name the worst of the worst quarterbacks, the best of the best, anybody. I don't see some of these people dealing with what Fields and Bagent dealt with today. That's an issue. That's the reason why the Bears lost today. Defense was great. Run game was awesome. How about Deontay Foreman? How dumb does Ryan Poles look today? And Matt Eberflus and Luke Getsy? Oh, yeah, he's going to be inactive all week long or all year long, except for 1 carry for 5 yards in game 1. I know the Bears have a long jab at running back. I love Roschon Johnson. I think he's the real deal. I know Herbert's good. But you're going to tell me that Foreman is just that bad that he has to be inactive all year long? If it wasn't for Foreman, if it wasn't for him, maybe the Bears would have lost this game by even more. Foreman played great. Foreman kept the Bears in the game and converted multiple times on 3rd down. 15 carries, 65 yards. Darrington Evans did okay. Bayless even got a couple of carries. I mean, there was some positive there. You know, it's everything. It's everything. This wasn't just a quarterback game. I know everybody, it's not just a quarterback game. It's not just a quarterback game. There's so many other issues that led to the Bears losing. And again, I want to make sure I emphasize this. It was a winnable game. It was a 6-point Bears loss. They were in this throughout. They just needed one score here and there, and they would have won even. They had a chance to win. They were driving to win. Bagent threw the pick. So there are a lot of issues, and it wasn't just the quarterback situation that led to the Bears' loss, okay? This offensive line stuff needs to stop. It needs to stop now. Find somebody who could be a center. Find somebody who just, knows how to snap the football. Find somebody, find a free agent. There's got to be a free agent center out there who can snap the ball competently. And for a team that had a record cap space situation, it actually makes Ryan Poles look like the idiot this week. How about that? Let's get into the quarterback stuff. People are going crazy. Bears Twitter going crazy. I've never seen so much backtracking and backsliding in my life. I've never seen more people go like, I didn't say that, but no, I kind of meant this, and no. Okay, listen up. Okay? Tyson Bagent played well. That's not controversial. If you don't think so, then get the hell off of my channel. Tyson Bagent played well, and it doesn't take an expert. Hey, this is Joe Schmo on the street here talking, okay? Tyson Bagent played a good game. He was not horrendous. And you know why he wasn't horrendous? You know why I'm not going to kill Bagent? Because, as I said, there's a difference here. Look at their numbers. Fields and Bagent did the exact same things today, statistically speaking. One of them is a top 10 pick or top 11 pick, right? Who's in his third year, who we're trying to evaluate game by game to see if they should pay him millions upon millions of dollars. The other is an undrafted free agent with nothing to lose and nothing to, everything to prove, right? Who's in bigger trouble today? Who's in bigger trouble down the road? Yeah, Justin Fields is in trouble. Everybody the past couple of weeks, no, you're wrong. He looked great. Well, here's a halfway decent defense. The Vikings defense entering today was 23rd in the NFL, so it wasn't even that good. Halfway decent, and Fields crapped the bed. Now, the offensive line played a role, but Fields also did not play well. Right? Fields didn't play well. What, was I missing something? Did I see something? No. He played like crap. Then he got hurt, and Bagent came in. And you know what? I'm all for Bagent playing the next couple of games if Fields is hurt. Number one, don't rush him back. There's no point. Number two, if it's going to be the Tyson Bagent show, let it rip. This guy, I mean, the story of him is unbelievable, first of all. And the fact that he's getting this opportunity, I will say this, and you cannot doubt me on this. He's doing everything he can to play as hard as he could. You don't have to wonder about effort, about care, about wanting it, about giving a damn about this team. He's happy to be here. He's going to do the best he can in this situation. Is he as athletically gifted as Justin Fields? No. Does he have a heart and really wants to play and do his best? Yes. So reward him for that. He earned the spot on this team for a reason. He earned the number 2 backup spot after P.J. Walker got cut. Why did P.J. Walker get cut? Because Bagent played great. And I'm all for Bagent getting an opportunity to prove his worth and show off what he's made of. And for all of you who are backtracking on Justin Fields or, I don't know, I'm not mad at anybody. Fields played well the past couple of weeks, but I think it was pretty apparent to some of us that it was a mirage, and we all kind of knew it. We all kind of saw it. And it's not because Fields is bad, it's because the defenses were atrocious. How does DJ Moore this week get like 30 yards only, last week at 200 plus, right? How does that work? Explain that one to me. But Washington's defense is good. No, they aren't. They were 29th in the NFL. And the Broncos were 31st that week. And Fields still fumbled the ball, got returned for a touchdown, then threw a pick when the Bears needed a drive downfield. So no matter what, in clutch time, he screwed up there. For a third-year quarterback in which you're trying to evaluate and trying to determine what your future is going to be with him or without him, he has not done enough right now to show that he deserves to stay. Not controversial. If you don't like it, then you're a Justin Fields fan and not a Chicago Bears fan. You're a Justin, and that's okay. Hey, we can all be individual player fans, right? But if you call yourself a Bears fan, you want to be a Bears fan, well, then you have to face the reality that right now I am not going to sign up to pay Justin Fields $200 million and a 6-year contract extension. And if we're up to me right now, if I had the number 1 overall pick and then Justin Fields waiting in the wings, I'd go number 1. I'd take that pick. Yes, I would. His performance today showed it. And even if Fields didn't get hurt, do you really think they were going to come back and win that game anyway? The answer is no. No way they were going to come back and win it. There's a false narrative out there. There's falsehoods being spewed throughout, and the truth needs to come out. The truth needs to come out. Okay? Justin Fields, as far as a person goes, I have no issue with. Think he's a nice guy off the field. Don't know him. Seems like a nice guy. I have no issue. This is not a personal attack. This is a football evaluation. And a football honest evaluator would say, I don't think he's it. And that's okay. How many quarterbacks have not been it for the Bears? Why is everybody emotionally attached so much to Justin Fields? Why is he the man of 1,000 excuses? Why does he walk around and get defended more than ever when every quarterback in Bears history has never gotten this treatment, save Jim McMahon, and Jim McMahon won a Super Bowl? How is that possible? Could somebody tell me why he deserves all of this defense? Right? We got Chicago media outlets starting hashtags saying, I stand with Justin Fields, and making warm, sappy videos. How about what happened to this media market? New York, they're pretty cutthroat over there. They think Zach Wilson's a bust, and they'll say it every day. They don't care. They'll say it. Daniel Jones getting $40 million, they'll say it's a dumb move, right? Why here have we become so soft in terms of covering some of these players and this team? Why are people scared? Why are people worried? You want to call it like you see it. Part of that is the problem. If everybody's honest with themselves and with this team, there'd be more pressure on the Bears to do something and get something done. Am I right or am I wrong? There'd be more pressure on the Bears if more people said, you know what, we're not going to accept this anymore. And I wouldn't accept this either. Think about this, people. 2021, right? Poles and Eberflus come in. Fields is the guy, and look where they are now. They're just as bad as they were in 2020 and then 2021 when they fired Nagy and Pace. And I'm not saying Nagy and Pace were good, right? I'm not saying that, but everybody was so excited. These guys are good. These guys are great. These guys are going to come in, change the team. They've done nothing. This team is still bad. I know they're new and they're fresh, but that honeymoon phase is worn off. These guys are not doing well. The coaching is bad. The play calling is bad. The O-line is bad. And this team, the personnel is bad. This all goes back to Ryan Poles and Luke Getsy and Matt Eberflus. Everybody proclaimed proudly, hey, Eberflus has saved his job after the Washington game. I'll tell you what, he's right back on the hot seat right now. And I would say Ryan Poles should be there too. And Luke Getsy should be there too. Because this team and the way they're performing has been constructed by Poles. Their personnel was brought in by Poles. They don't have a center. I'm mad that they don't have a center, but I can't even be mad at Whitehair or Patrick because you know what? They were put in that position. How about all the money? Where'd all that money go? Why didn't they spend it on a center? Why didn't they draft a center? Why didn't they do anything? Right? That's a Ryan Poles problem. The coaching? Yeah, Matt Eberflus, he's going to be gone. Luke Getsy, the offense? Yeah, look at the offense. He's going to be gone too. Everybody is to blame. Everybody's in trouble. That includes all the way down to some key players and key personnel. So this isn't as black and white as people want to make it. There are a lot of issues and a lot of situations that go into this, and a lot of people that are causing the demise of this team, similar to the Nagy and Pace thing. Because who was it then? Nagy, Pace, Ted Phillips, who's still maybe calling shots behind the scenes. You could argue Mitch Trubisky if you want to. There were a lot of issues with that era, and it's over. But now, here we are today in a new era with the same issues. Bad GM, bad head coach, bad offensive coordinator, quarterback who's iffy at best, but not enough to hang $200 million on, and here we go again. It's the same cycle. I've seen this story once before, and I'm not a dummy. I'm not a fool now. If I were the Bears, everybody should be in trouble. If I were the Bears, I'd be considering by the end of this year that everybody needs to go, even Ryan Poles. Poles might be safe because he didn't draft Justin Fields, but I'll tell you what, he's in trouble too. So many issues on this team, so many problems, so many pressure points. And everything that has been said needs to be said. Other outlets are going to spin this. I even saw people spinning this on Twitter saying, whoa, what a story would be if BJ came back and made something happen. These people write narratives for a living. That's what they do. They want something to occur. I just want them to win. And whatever happens, great. If they win, awesome. If Fields went 5-1 and he's 5-1 right now, we'd have a completely different conversation. I was back in Fields this offseason. I really thought that finally Ryan Poles spent money on him, brought in DJ Moore. This was good. But clearly, you could spend so much money on somebody. If they're not it, then they're not it, right? I could go out and spend tons of money and make my team a superstar team. But if the quarterback isn't right, it doesn't matter. Quarterback's not right here. Said this from week one. Fields is not the guy. Now he's going to be hurt, probably for a couple of weeks. But even before he got hurt today, I think we saw all we needed to see, right? We've given him 3 years, and this is what we've gotten. Some people are giving Bagent 2 series and saying he's a bust. Okay, where's the logic and equality there, right? We have to be football evaluators, not diehard fanboys. If we're football evaluators, we can all see, okay, this looks right, this doesn't look right. We can evaluate things better. But when we let our fandoms increase, when we let our fandoms control and make our emotions and get emotions all kind of wrapped up into this, right? That's when there's a problem. So the Bears lost, and there were so many different people to blame. As far as the quarterback situation goes, expect Bagent to play, not because he won the job, because Fields is going to be hurt. And if Bagent plays well, hey, good for him. He's going to have an opportunity. And let me say one more thing, too, about the Bagent thing. You can't honestly say that he's a bust. You know why? He was undrafted. He's not a bust, right? Justin Fields, first-round pick, top guy, put up the same numbers as an undrafted rookie. Who's the bust out of those two? I'll let you answer that question. Bagent's not a bust for coming in for 2 series, 3 series, and not doing amazing, but doing okay. Yeah, he's an undrafted player. What the hell do you expect? Do you expect a superstar-level performance? Do you expect Tom Brady to walk out there? Of course it's not going to be perfect, but you know what? He gives a damn. He's working hard. He's going to get the opportunity no matter what, because I'd rather have him than Nathan Peterman. I think we can all agree on that, so let it rip. But if you're comparing those two, if you're looking at those two and wondering, who should I sign with or what should I do? Tell you what, one of them's a first-round pick, was a lot of hype and who's been here for 3 years. The other's an undrafted rookie who played a couple of series. You cannot make an honest-to-God comparison between those two after today's game. You can't. It's not even close. It's not even a comparison. These are 2 different situations and 2 different things that are going on here. Be a football evaluator, not a fanboy. And if you are, you're going to see right through it. There's no loyalty to a person. There's a loyalty to this team, and there's an unbiased approach to covering this team. And the fact is, they lost. The fact is, there are a lot of issues. And the fact is, no matter what you say, Justin Fields is not the guy. And we saw it again here today. Thanks for watching today's show here on Sports Talk Chicago. We're going to wrap it up right now. John Meadows directed, produced. He did everything back there, did a hell of a job. And some tough circumstances with this game, for sure. He did great. Big shout-out to him. Big shout-out to all of you for hanging out here with us today. This was awesome. An action-packed, crazy game for sure. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Subscribe to the channel before you leave. Hit that like button before you leave. We appreciate it. Follow us all over at Sports Talk Chicago, all over social. Make sure you hit up our great affiliates up across your screen. ACTV, Cities 92.9. AM 1230 WJOB and Jet TV. They are awesome, and they air our show every week on their radio and TV stations across Illinois and Indiana. So, till next time, guys, we'll see you this week on Wednesday night for a live. So long, everyone.